Hi, I'm Tom Bruno with ITAS Luxembourg here at the ITAS conference in Luxembourg in 2011. I'm joined today by Henk of Barclays Wealth. Henk, you gave some interesting comments earlier in the conference about the macroeconomic perspective on the funds industry. Can you share a little bit of detail about what you think is happening with the asset classes and what's going to be important for funds in the next 12 or so months?
Well, as you say, it's an interesting time from a macro perspective. We know there's still pressures within the developed world. The United States probably leading the charge. Still some major challenges within the Eurozone, of course. That's unnerving a lot of investors. But I think you've almost got to put that to one side from an investment strategy perspective, because what we're still seeing out there is the fact there's still a very bright picture from a corporate perspective. Corporate profitability continues to rise, rose 35% last year. We're expecting another 15% this year. If you look at the balance sheets of the companies, liquidity conditions still remain very good. They're not over leveraged. And you can also say that valuations, despite this tremendous rally that we've been seeing, don't look too demanding at the moment. So there's still a lot of excitement revolving around the prospects for equity markets as we move forward, despite this unsettling macro environment.
Quick question. In monetary policy, we hear a lot about what China is doing, what the inflation rates are set at and the interest rates are set at. How do you think that's going to play, particularly in Asia, which is important to the European funds market?
Well, you're right to say that. Listen, we're seeing a different picture in China. Of course, China recently officially became the world's second largest economy. It's going to be an important part of the investment spectrum for some time to come. In the developed world, it's all about being accommodative, trying to secure this fragile recovery. But as we know in China, it's a different picture now. We know inflation has been not running away, but it's at pretty high levels there. So what authorities have been doing is raising interest rates, increasing the reserve requirement rates for the banks to come through, aggressively draining liquidity from that system. It's something you're going to have to work very hard on, because there's a potential bubble there and we don't need that to burst. But from an investment perspective, I think longer term there's still some tremendously exciting opportunities in China and emerging markets.
That's great. That's great. Thank you very much. This is Henk of Barclays Wealth. Thanks for your time.